Good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you're watching this video. Thank you so much for being here for my Batman Caped Crusader review. Basically, it was worth the price of subscription. The Batman design is an almost perfect cross, in my opinion, between Batman Beyond and TAS. It takes the basic overall design from the animated series, but adds the streamlined design that had Batman Beyond looking so clean, and of course the long ears that just make the suit look a bit more threatening, although a little weirder than usual. I think it helps with the silhouette scenes for sure. I think the character changes range from kind of nothing to I think it works. Like, whatever the faults, they're 10 times better than, say, the Killing Joke's random changes. I feel like these were a little more directed, and honestly, I think that outside of Harleen Quinzel's story change and how they kind of made her a little darker and kind of flipped her character to where the therapist side is the more, happy and peppy, and then her villain or character is a bit more serious. I thought that was a cool twist on it. I felt every other change kind of just happened. It was kind of just there to be different, and I don't hate it for that. It's trying to be different. I think if you're going to redo the series, you want to do that, so I'm not mad at that at all. I love that they brought back the Art Deco style, but the new coloring and shading does add a stylistic flair that gives the show a big budget or a film feel, which I love to be able to see and acknowledge throughout the show's run. I really enjoyed that as well from a design standpoint. Let's just get out of the way. Episode 5 is a favorite of mine. Harleen Quinzel as, I think they called her the Jester, was an interesting change and had aspects that were smartly written and genuinely threatening. Ultimately, it did leave more to be desired. I felt they could have done more with her story. I was really enjoying it, and so I would have loved if they had had more time to cook with her, but at the same time, I get it. 26 minutes isn't a long time. You want to get a full, story arc in there, and so I think that, it could have been more, but for what it was extremely memorable. Okay, so the big question: does Bruce Timm still got it, or has he gotten old and crazy? I think he may be trying to be comic accurate while at the same time give the audience what they want. Okay, there's probably also some slight studio influence in there somewhere, but this show is still an almost perfect homage and birthchild to the animated series. Batman is still Batman, the way we grew up with him. Bruce Timm projects have done him since the 90s, and there's a certain type of character we expect from these projects, and he's still that same character, still, popping up every which way. He still has his moments, of interrogation that just bring all the nostalgia back to the animated series. And again, some of these shots, only in a Bruce Timm Batman show will we be able to see these done this way. He has his own style, he has his own flair, and we love to see it. The show overall does make good use of its episodic format, highlighting a villain of the week for Batman to face, and this is easily the most enjoyable watching experience I've had this year since X-Men 97. Now, while X-Men 97 still, I think, is better and does more with its premise and does more with its legacy show, I feel like this wasn't trying to be a continuation, but it's a whole different thing. And for what it's worth, I think that it took the good stuff of the old series.
Look at what you used to be. No. Turn them off. You can play those roles again, Hagen. Let me help you find a cure.
And just add a little bit of gloss, maybe some unnecessary flair, but overall did a great job at entertaining and being a fun show.
It goes to the laundry room.
What's at the bottom?
Guess we'll find out.
Guess we will.
I honestly love this. So, if you want to give it a watch, I say please do. If you're a fan of anything Bruce Timm, anything the animated series, anything from the DC animated universe, you will enjoy this show. It's very grounded, and I think it's just so entertaining. But yeah, definitely give it a watch. I give it probably an 8 out of 10. I really had fun with this, and would say please go watch if you have time and resource. As far as if you want to bring your kids to watch it, you definitely can. I would just make sure you give it a once over before showing them, if that'd be your prerogative, just to make sure that you're good having whatever conversations may come out of that. Alright, that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks for watching, and until next time, may the Lord bless and keep y'all. Peace and deuces.